Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sky Lounge, and this is Peruse, episode number 49. You could hear the puppies whimpering, you could hear the copyright-free music going on, as you can tell. And it's early in the fucking morning, man. What do you expect from me? Some fucking poetry, soliloquy? What do you expect from me, man? Don't expect too much, alright? I'm gonna just talk out of my ass like I usually do, boys and girls. And we got the puppies in action. So, playoff action. Didn't really watch too much last night, but caught up with the scores. Here's the whole bottom line with the playoffs right now. I feel like a lot of the results are somewhat predictable, right? And unless there's like this pivotal moment, pivotal game, I feel like I shouldn't even watch. This doubly goes for the NBA Finals, NBA Conference Finals at this point. Because, to be honest, like, Giannis is going to destroy this Toronto team. This is hilarious. I mean, each and every fucking time you see Toronto get some semblance of hope together, some form or inkling of optimism is just shut down by whoever. In this case, the soon-to-be dominant Eastern Conference power man in Giannis Antetokounmpo. And yeah, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen with the NBA Finals. It's probably gonna be the Golden State Warriors versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, not a lot of tension going on there. Not a lot of tension. I mean, pivotal moments will probably be the NBA Finals, like game 1 or 2. Because once you let the Warriors win, it's over. It's over. So, will it matter? Probably not. Probably not. We got the Western Conference Final tonight. Golden State Warriors versus Portland Trailblazers. Game 3 in Portland. Will it matter? I don't think so. I don't think so. If Portland just gets slightly unlucky in the last stretch of the game and they lose, it's done. It's done. If they go down 3-0, it's done. That's all I'm saying. And as for the, I don't know, Milwaukee Bucks and Toronto Raptors, they could try to make it a tight series, but again, I think Milwaukee has firmly put their foot on the ground with this series, and they look the more dominant part. So we'll definitely see what happens with these teams. But the predictability in the NBA is, especially in the postseason, makes it a little bit unbearable to watch at times. Yeah, I know. We talked about how there are good products, you know, good style of basketball being played, but in terms of the macro level narrative, it doesn't fucking matter. None of this shit does. And that's what frustrates me so much. Yeah, I respect the Warriors, I do, but at the same token, the numbers speak for themselves, man. Like, the numbers have been decreasing significantly in the last few years in the NBA Finals. Because there's no tension, there's no conflict, there's no parity. And that is a huge issue. And, you know, dumbasses can look at it from, oh, it's a great thing for the NBA. It's really not. Half your league is tanking, and great products aren't really shown. They really aren't. I mean, regular season, you'll have a lot of great blips, but that's about it. And that is the true sad nature of the NBA, where we're just kind of stuck with this I don't know what the hell's going to happen narrative, but we know what the hell's going to happen narrative. It's kind of sad, but it is true, boys and girls. Whereas the NHL, it's, come on, parody galore. I know people complain about Boston, you know, the city that has everything, yada, yada, yada. Then fucking win something then, guys. If you're not Boston, you're bitching about Boston, then fucking win it. Try winning then. I don't fucking know. Like, good God, these fucking loser cities or loser teams that always complains about Boston. Like, dude, I get that shit. I do. But go win then. Like, that's my whole fucking thing. Always. Always. Boston has a great fucking baseball team, hockey team, basketball team at times when they want to be. Hockey, yeah, great football team. I mean, come on, that goes without saying. Great football team. So, you know, if you're a Boston fan, like, congratulations, man. If you're not a Boston fan, you're complaining about Boston getting another, you know, final and another North American Cup final. Do something about it. fucking do something about it. That's all it is. Like, you're just behind some fucking loser-ass teams. Like, why don't you get your fucking team to do something about it then? Goddamn. People bitch about the stupidest stuff, dude. Like, if my team loses, I know we lost for a reason, because we're not good enough. Yeah, like, the whole Golden Knights thing, the refs might have screwed you over. That's the argument that we make all the time, you know. Simultaneously, like, you didn't do your jobs. That's why you fucking lost. Shit like this happens everywhere, guys. So my whole thing is culpability, accountability, and culpability. That's what it comes down to. But the problem is, you have these fucking cats and fans just blaming everybody else. And unfortunately, at times you'll even have players doing that shit, which is more annoying. But you know, when we talk about the NHL playoffs, I didn't catch the game last night, but saw the score. Jordan Binnington going off, saving the St. Louis Blues from a potential 3-1 deficit to tie the series against the San Jose Sharks 2-2. 2-2, boys and girls. I hope St. Louis wins, because fuck San Jose. Seriously, I can't fucking stand San Jose. They're fucking fans too. Their fans have gotten a little more vocal over the last few weeks, and you could just kind of see the mental retardation in these North Californian cunts. I'm not even going to hold back on these comments. I'm really not. If you actually watch through these videos and you are a San Jose fan and you feel somewhat offended, let me tell you what you should do. Take all those feelings and opinions, suppress them down, bottle it up, and take that literal bottle out of you, shove it right up your ass, pull it out, sniff it, and tell me what you think. Because I don't give a shit. You might do. I don't give a shit, though. So, at the very least right now, San Jose, without the help of refs, look like shit. They absolutely do. Martin Jones is one of the fucking most overrated goaltenders, in my opinion, period. And yeah, I don't really give a fuck, you know, what happens at this point, because San Jose is a shit-ass team. Fuck them. If they make it to the Stanley Cup final, I hope Boston wins to ruin everybody's fucking week and day and month, whatever. Because fuck San Jose. San Jose doesn't deserve shit, alright? They really don't. Fuck them. You're just a fucking angry Vegas fan. No. I don't like the city, first. Like, first off, kids, it's not just the team, okay? It's the fucking city itself, okay? It's that entire region of North California itself. Pretentious-ass fucking cities full of just fucking self-filleting cunts. Absolutely unbearable spaces. Ridiculously high, exorbitant prices for anybody to live, so you can just go fuck yourself, or you can't, because the city will try to fuck you out of your fucking living. And the teams, let's not forget the fucking teams, boys and girls. The goddamn arrogance and cuntiness of all the goddamn Bay Area teams makes me sick. Makes me absolutely sick. As much respect as I give the Golden State Warriors, I don't fucking applaud their fans. I don't. Majority of them. I've seen a lot of you guys just glomming on in the last few years. And if you did glom on the last few years, understand and try to learn something about your team. Don't just fucking focus up every fucking NBA Finals expecting some sort of win like Kevin Durant. Go fuck yourself. Like, my whole thing with fandom is this. If you're going to be a fan, start researching, start learning. Ignorance isn't bliss, okay? Educate yourself, teach yourself, research. That's how you become a more understanding, a more fair person and a fan. I mean, especially in a sport. So, learning about your team's history, I say it's vital. It's very important. Understanding your team's infrastructure, your organization's management structure is also very important to understand what your team is going to do in the near future, potentially what they can do. And for me, it just adds levels and layers to how you can enjoy and appreciate the sport. So, a great example is the Vegas Golden Knights, who recently promoted Kelly McCrimmon, assistant general manager, to general manager status. And that was due to the fact that Edmonton Oilers were about to call up for a potential interview and a spot up for the general manager spot. But what ends up happening, the Vegas Golden Knights figured, you know, we keep the band together, we keep this kind of chemistry, not only with the players, but with the staff and executive management as well, to have this vibe in this fledgling franchise to keep our winning culture grounded, laid out for the upcoming years. Because when you're a new franchise, or in any kind of new organization or business, you have the power to set the precedence of what your culture is going to be, right? And so I love what the Vegas Golden Knights did in that move a couple weeks back. And the whole thing I'm getting at is this. The whole thing I'm getting at is the sports dynamic works in different ways, and when you understand multiple layers of it, it's fun. It gets that much fun. You appreciate it that much more, and when you win, there's more joy in the win with all the shit you know that has happened, has transpired, or will happen. That's really what I've come to know as a sports fan, and honestly, that goes out to my football club, Arsenal FC. I can't really pull it up because I'm driving, boys and girls, and I might die if I don't focus on the road. So, yeah, I mean, English football has taught me a lot about just being observant as a fan, not just taking every stupid-ass rumor that's on, the headlines, because that's not how this shit works. You gotta be, I don't know, you gotta just focus up, and that's all it is, man. Like, on the most general level, basic fans, it's whatever. Like, cool. Like, you could just cheer for the team. You're not really focusing up. I get that shit. But for me, appreciation comes through understanding and more knowledge. And that, to me, is worth it. Oh, the puppies are there. I'm just making sure the puppies are there. Otherwise, I get a little worried. And what I am kind of worried about right now is we only have an NBA playoff today. No hockey playoffs because the Bruins swept the Carolina Hurricanes. It happens. But we do have a lot of soccer going on today. The Bundesliga of Germany, they're closing out last week, last kickoff of the Bundesliga season. And it's curious because you see all these cats in the Bundesliga right now, and boy, oh boy, it's kind of crazy, the mid-tier clubs. The Eintracht Frankfurt's, the fucking, pretty sure Schalke's still in there. Is it Schalke or Hoffenheim who got relegated last season? I don't fucking remember. But there's a lot of solid clubs, but we all know the two clubs that always reign in supreme. Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Now, with Bayern Munich, I always think that they're going to be the paper champions for their domestic league always, and there's always going to be that little itch in Borussia Dortmund who think, they can do something. But what I've seen Borussia Dortmund do in the last season, in this season, they've choked the fucking season away. And I know a lot of folks out there who's watching this right now don't pay attention to the Bundesliga, but it's a German league, and yeah, Borussia Dortmund, to put into context, they had the lead for the entirety of the season for so long, and they blew it. They fucking blew it. Okay? And so you got that shit going on. You got the FA Cup final today between Manchester City and Watford. I'm pulling for Watford, even though it's another London club. I don't really care for City. They've already won the Premier League. They've won the League Cup. I mean, come on, dude. You don't need to win anything more, all right? Let Watford win something for once. And you got other leagues closing up. Ligue 1 is closing up. Serie A in Italy. So all these soccer teams, they're closing up. But you got the MLS in America, which I do not give a shit about. I really don't. Unless I'm watching soccer live, like I do with the Seattle Sounders a couple months back. Actually, 2 months now. 2 months back. Oh boy, it's hard to watch. It's really hard to watch the MLS. I'll just say that, okay? As much as I love football, the MLS is fucking unbearable at times. It's a slow, just churning football, and you just have to think, oh my god, when is this shit over? And on the pitch, when you're watching it, in the stadium, it's great. You're just watching this thing. It's a lot of tension. It's a lot of atmosphere that you can't really, you can't get the English one, so might as well get the, American experience, and it's pretty solid, but the quality of football is very different. Sorry, MLS, but that's how it is at times. So I'm actually debating if I should go watch the FA Cup final at a pub or something. And I actually might. Because ESPN Plus is a load of bullshit, and I'm not paying fucking $7 for that shit. I'm really not. $7 a fucking month for ESPN Plus? Are you goddamn kidding me right now, man? ESPN fucking Plus. Go fuck yourself. ESPN Plus, NBC Gold. It's like, dude, why can't you just include this in your fucking cable package? Like, this is fucking bullshit. Fuck. But again, it's absolute ridiculous bullshit that happens every once in a while, kids. You'll have the twats just doing shit. That gets annoying, and it happens. Right now we're headed home. All these playoffs, finals, all in the bag, and the puppies are also headed home with me. Yeah, man. Pretty tired, but we're gonna make it on through. Break on through to the other side. Break on through. What? Oh yeah. Break on through. Break on through. Break on through. Break on through. Hey, 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 hey. Yep. Saturday mornings, nice and quiet. Nobody around the neighborhoods, so we can just. I don't want to say drive a little more carelessly. That's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is driving a little more nonchalantly. Let's just say that. That's probably the best way to say it. Oh, man. Here we go. Almost at home, kids. Old people are little bitches. And we gotta shut the windows out for the puppies. I'm sorry, puppies, but we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta get to the house. We got to get to the house, yeah. Got to the house. It's going to be good, yeah. So, everybody, here we are. So, that about does it for me. Follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Fuck off.